The Green Deal is built upon 6 axes to make canteens more sustainable, and one of those axes is food waste. Good to know there was a Green Deal from 2018 till 2020, but since 2021, we are in Green Deal 2.0, and this one looks a little bit different. And today, Cybill Prigent from Manger Demain is here to speak about that today. Thank you very much for being here, Cybill, and waiting patiently. You are a facilitator of the Green Deal, a Cantines Durables. Can you tell us a bit more about the topic of food waste within this Green Deal?
Yeah, so this new Green Deal began just last January, and it's really tightly linked to a label. So I can show you if it's working. So there's a picture of the label, and it's kind of a award that proves that the canteen have achieved a range of efforts, and because inside of that there is food waste. But more generally, it's really a lot of criteria. I can say, like, for the first level, it's 20 criteria about freshness of products, vegetable proteins, whole grains, about the refectory, how it's pleasant or not to eat there. There is one criteria on food waste, as you said. So I can give the example of this one. And perhaps I can precise that there are 3 levels, so you can see the first radishes, the 2 radishes, or 3, and the difficulty is growing. And like for the first radishes, you have to organize a 2 weeks campaign of food waste measure. I can say just qualitatively, and to observe what is collected after the meals. And about the third radishes, it's more difficult to have it, so it's quantitative, and you have to separate food components and weigh them to analyze. But in all cases, you have to draft an action plan after that.
Okay, yeah, sounds ambitious. How many canteens have you reached so far?
So in the first part of the Green Deal, as you said, from 2019 to 2021, we have 220 canteens. It represented more than the half of the hot meals served in Wallonia, so it's quite significant. So as I said before, now this label is quite difficult to get, and it's not very well known. So for now, only few canteens have achieved to complete it entirely. But like for now, so Manger Demain, we are a team which accompanies lots of canteens all around Wallonia. They just have to have a dining room and to be located in Wallonia. It's just that. We work with companies, with nurseries, with schools, and so they can call us, and we help them to achieve some big milestones in sustainable food. So we organize trainings, and we give them tools and so on. So now, kind of coaching, we are working with 100 canteens, and we hope this number will increase.
Maybe by talking about it today, I'm sure some canteens will hear about it. But then again, once they know about it, maybe some canteens don't get into food waste actions. What do you think is stopping some canteens from working with food waste or taking it in as an action point?
For me, food waste is a very unifying topic. Like in a canteen, sometimes there are not tensions, but not disagreement between people. And I think, like, food waste, okay, everyone agrees that it's not normal, and really every canteen have waste. And for them, I think, like, first they are really scared not to serve enough, that children or elderly people are hungry. Last week I was in a nursing home, and really it was crazy to see that almost the half of the food was wasted because they don't have I think the problem was about the ordering system, so they were ordering too much. So it's really difficult for canteens. There are really constraints. For example, we can talk also about public procurement. So it's difficult to build for municipalities. It's difficult to apply for producers and suppliers, but we cannot do without. It's the law. And for example, in a contract, municipalities, in this case, they say, okay, it's 100 grams per child, etc. And even this kind of contract can lead to food waste because it's not well estimated.
Yeah, so those are quite big challenges. How could you convince a canteen anyway to undertake the challenge of fighting food waste, regardless of everything that you just said?
We can talk about money because actually, what we see in the field that they don't go to food waste directly. In most of cases, they want to the way to sustainable food. They are thinking about quality products, or organic products, or local products, and okay, they tell us, okay, it's more expensive. Yes, it is, most of the case, not always. And we say, okay, you can work on food waste and reinvest it. When this is money you save to get quality products, so that can work. There are more general aspects, like there is an international NGO that published a report saying that €1 invested in sustainable meals in school gets €6 on social return on investment. So it's a type of thing that can convince more political authorities than kitchen manager.
And talking specifically about the measurement, is there anything in the program right now that you would improve on?
Yeah. So where all you showed today, for us really we don't have so much measurement of our impact. We saw a lot of figures today. For us in Wallonia, we have a micro approach. Individually by canteens, they measure. We draft with them an action plan. We don't have, and we hope we could have one day a monitoring of our impact regarding food waste in Wallonia.
Yeah, that would be wonderful, and even maybe in the whole of Belgium. Yeah, so the collective measuring and reporting is a big topic. What would you recommend to other governments on food waste measurements? How could they do something similar like you did in Wallonia with the Green Deal?
I would say it's important to support people who are trying to advance on this topic, and not punctual support, but medium-term support, because changes in habits are really difficult and long. And I would say also it's important to have consistent policies, because regarding food, there are a lot of ministry, a lot of people which feel concerned on this topic, but policies are not really consistent among them, so that can be a first step.
Great. Okay, I like to remind everyone that you can ask a question in the chat if you want. Thank you very much, Cybill Prigent from Manger Demain, for being here today.
Thank you.